Crittercam is on assignment in the coolest place on Earth. Well, make that the coldest. Antarctica is home to some incredible critters, and no other symbolizes this frozen continent like the emperor penguin. It's evolved to thrive in the cold, but Antarctica is warming, urging two scientists on a mission to unlock the emperor's many secrets. How do they survive Antarctica's extremes? How do they dive and hunt? And in a world threatened by climate change, do they stand a chance? Join us on a journey to the edge and beyond as Crittercam dives deep into the life of the magnificent emperor penguin. Radio transmitter, temperature probe, pressure transducer, microprocessor, dome, headlights, lens, tape, camera. Ready to go. Come prowl with a lion. Ride the back of a whale with National Geographic's high-tech scientific video tool worn by species on the edge.
Hi, I'm Mike Heighthouse, and this is Crittercam. Welcome to Crittercam. Join us as we venture to Antarctica to dive underneath the Antarctic ice with an emperor penguin going on a hunt.
Antarctica. It seems like the last place on Earth. It's a land lost to eternal ice. Temperatures drop to minus 80 degrees Celsius. Yet in this frozen desert, there is life. Emperor penguins are the only creature to weather the Antarctic winter. They're built to conquer the cold, but in a world threatened by climate change, can they take the heat? Across Antarctica, ice shelves are shattering. The Ross Shelf, close to the US base McMurdo, has calved the largest iceberg ever recorded. Its name is B-15. 300 kilometers long. Their first step, a population count.
We don't know anything about the world population of emperors, myself or anyone else. There's over 40 colonies established around the Antarctic. We only have counts on a handful of those.
They start their census with the largest colony of emperor penguins in the Ross Sea, Cape Washington. In the past, thousands of emperor penguins gathered in this place. So where are they now? When temperatures drop below minus 1.8 degrees Celsius. At Cape Washington, a huge monolithic stone blocks the Antarctic gales and creates a protected stretch of sea ice where emperor penguins court and raise their chicks. But to feed, they must commute to open water. It's a one-way trip of about 2 miles, or 3 kilometers. Where sea ice meets open water is the ice edge. Here, the birds dive for dinner, not just for themselves, but also for their chicks. To help assess long-term threats like climate change, Paul and Jerry need to find out how. How do they dive? And how do they feed? To tackle these fundamental questions, Paul Ponganis changes location. He created a place. Paul can watch them dive from an observation tube, but the view is limited. To get the bigger picture of penguin life under the ice, Paul deploys instruments, including National Geographic's Crittercam.
So this is our Crittercam unit with mounted on a harness which we'll put on the bird so that we'll be able to see what he's doing while he's diving underwater.
And the first emperor to dive with Crittercam is a penguin named Rodney.
Rodney got his name because people thought he looked like Rodney Dangerfield, the way he moved his neck and head.
To to carry Crittercam.
Okay, we're on.
On it? Yeah.
Once suited up, he's eager to take the plunge. Hang on. Let's back up. What's in that backpack? Crittercam is a scientific tool created by marine biologist Greg Marshall. Diving with an animal, it records video, audio, and environmental data. One part of that package is a time depth recorder, or TDR.
40 years ago, we didn't know how deep animals dove or how long they spent at depth. So Jerry Koyman invented the TDR. Using a kitchen timer and some glass tubes, he invented a unit this size that he put on Weddell seals. Now that computer technology is advanced, TDRs are now this small and are found in almost every instrument put on marine animals. But still, they only tell part of the story. This part.
The TDR tells us a penguin dives to 50 meters, then rises toward the surface. Scientists suspect penguins forage at the bottom of these shallow dives, but Dooney takes the plunge. Will he bring back insights how emperors hunt beneath the ice? While Rodney dives at Penguin Ranch, Jerry Koyman is counting penguins at Cape Washington. Merely human, he needs serious support to survive his 2-week stay on the ice.
As far as advances in technology are concerned, versus the old days, like the Scott and Shackleton days, I think there's not anything that is similar.
Unlike Jerry, emperor penguins are perfectly adapted for life in the freezer. Densely packed feathers and a thick layer of body fat keep the emperor warm on the ice and provide insulation in the water. Standing more than a meter tall, just over 3 feet, they're the largest diving bird on the planet. Emperor penguins raise only 1 chick a year and have to work hard to keep it warm and well fed. Each chick has a unique. In winter, when it was small, its parents could take turns finding food. Now it's early summer, and its hunger is never satisfied. Both parents must go to sea to provide. For the first time, the chick is left on its own. Its parents are on a dangerous mission. To find food, they move. One of the biggest benefits of group living is protection from predators. Groups are more likely to detect a threat. And if it comes to an attack, they can confuse even the most wily predator. Animals can also team up to defend themselves. Finally, being in a group dilutes the risk of you being the unlucky one. The old safety in numbers idea. Our group can finally take the plunge. Jerry Koyman can't follow beyond the ice, but Paul Ponganis at Penguin Ranch might soon discover some of the penguins' hunting strategies. How? He drops to about 35 meters and travels at depth. Suddenly, he rockets toward the surface. It's not a random move. Rodney is aiming for a target, Pagathinia borchgravinsky, an ice fish. Then he drops back to depth. A fluke occurrence or the first impact of global warming. It will take a long-term investigation to find definite answers. Paul and Jerry are taking it on for the future of the world's emperor penguins and our own.